How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Swords and Souls Neverseen. We're on the final chapter, the home stretch here. We're gonna knock it out right here, right now. I purposely waited on this one to have my final chat with Hops here. What do you gotta say, man? Didn't have anything to say. Chapter 6 doesn't even have a title. Oh shit, did he just like shut down? Was he like not a real person this whole time? Was he being puppeteered to make me go after the witch? I think that's totally what was happening, and that's very cool, and I dig it. I'll bring Kath with me for the next battle. Hey, it's my buddy Balzano. Here's a good one for you. What's the difference between an orc and a half orc? The one half that isn't orc. One swing of my sword. That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Good fantasy jokes. I don't think I finished upgrading the training grounds ever. I upgraded my house fully. Oh, damn. I did finish upgrading this, and I didn't even realize it. The gong was the last piece of that. Alright, that's pretty solid. Now I'm kind of curious. I just want to look at this and see how far along things are. The armory, I'm missing like one ring that I have to go buy. The aquarium, there's a couple fish. Trophies, I'm a ways off on the trophies because there's all these lost kids, all these different fishing things that I gotta track down. I got to grab extra pets. Those are just for regular game progression. Maybe getting all the individual medals doesn't count towards the trophy count. That I'm no longer certain about that. I'm so far off from leveling up my mercenaries, like, fully. Whoops. Should have spent a little bit more time helping them get leveled up. Oh, there's all my personal bests. Nice. Oh, you need to hit platinum first before you can start actually properly recording bests. Solid stuff. Alright, let's go open up that map and see what's lying in wait for us in the final area. Ooh, it's no longer contained. Ellen was so, like, mad at us for really screwing everything up there, but then she really just bailed. She was like, well, I tried to do my thing. Now I'm just no longer a part of this. I'm going home. I feel like she should have stuck around and helped, maybe. The little pest has gone mad. She's out of control. Hopefully Ellen will finish her spell soon. Wait, what? You broke Ellen's spell? Fool! Well, you guys could have made it more clear that you weren't just a bunch of fanatics, and that you were actually working towards, like, a goal that would benefit everyone. So I think I'm not going to take all the blame here. I feel like you guys are really trying to lay all the blame. I was just trying to do some, like, rad adventuring. And now I'm being told no, that I shouldn't have done that. And it's too late. I'm trying to scan around to see if there's, like, lost children in the map. I don't think they hide in the battle maps, and I'm trying to, like, pay attention in case something like that comes along. So it's a little bit split attention, so I might be missing something obvious. And obviously this might just happen to be one of the battle maps that doesn't have a lost child in it, if any of them do. But I'm not seeing a lot to make me think. Yes, finally got a counter on the dagger strike there. I'm not seeing a lot to indicate that there's anything I should be particularly worried about. The Spyrocrat. He's just such a huge fan of Spyro the Dragon. All-time #1 favorite game for this guy. Which I've never played. I've actually never played a single Spyro game. I've always wanted to. I don't even know if those remastered ones have come out yet. Or, like, the remade. I don't know if they're remastered. I think they completely remade those games. Oh, that was a big leap forward, actually. Risky hiking. Yeah, it seems a little sketchy up there, doesn't it? We're going straight up a mountain like that? Oh, cool. Snoofy! Oh, it's like a Snowfie. A snow puppy. I don't know exactly what the second half of the name is supposed to be. There were Wolfies before, so I guess it's just coming from its own made-up name. This might be a shorter chapter than I had originally anticipated it being. But anyways, Spyro. I would love to play them at some point. I feel like they look like fun games. I think I would rather wait for the remastered one where it has, like, modern controls and stuff. Because it makes me think there's probably a fair amount of those games that people are willing to, like, forgive for the sake of nostalgia. Of, like, oh, you grew up with it, so maybe this control's a little janky, maybe this mechanic is a little flawed, maybe it doesn't work or hold up very well by modern standards, but you, like, forgive it because you have that personal attachment to it. I totally have games like that, I fully understand. But it makes me think I'm probably better off waiting for the redone game. If it's anything like the Crash series, another game that I didn't grow up playing, because I just never had a PlayStation, or I think that's what console, I never had a console until the Wii. So it's another thing I missed out on. Still have not got around to playing the remade trilogy. Medieval is getting redone too. That's another one that I've always been interested in. I'm so excited these games are having their, like, comebacks here now, because all these things that I felt like I missed out on in my childhood, I finally get to experience. It's a cool trend I'm very stoked about. Voodoo Vince Remastered. Played a bunch of that on the channel. Nearly done it. It's been an ongoing series. That's been really fun to come back to. I dig it. I love the idea of preserving games as they were and making sure those are, like, accessible for people to play in some form or another, be it ROMs or anything like that. But also just having these remakes goes a long way as well. Nice. The Golem is there's something about his attack that's, like, easy to read and predict. I guess because he's so large, it's easy to keep an eye out for and like, prepare for. Dishing out supers all over the place, getting an altruist with the heal. I don't think I did this yet. Has it just, like, not come up yet? Is it still being queued up? There it finally is. There we go. I was gonna say, if I could just bust that out at some point here, I could put an end to this nice and quickly. I don't know what the holdout is. These chests don't even dish out rubies yet. I guess they still might down the line, but, like, rubies are kind of scarce. They're kind of hard to come by. Ouch, my head! I'm gonna go back and lie down for a while. Do I go a battle or two? Maybe I go one battle without an ally and then recruit again. I don't know how many battles there are leading up to the end here. Oh, there's multiple lost children all just camped out on the mountain peaks here. That's kind of funny that they just cram them all in one location like that. I completely almost missed it. I know I found one on the tip there. I don't know if I looked very thoroughly around the Witch's Tower. I think I might have. Yeah, I don't see anything there. I wonder if I do... Well, at this point, it doesn't even matter anymore. Have I found every unique fish type? I don't think there's a new fishing hole waiting for me or anything like that. There's one. There's that one that I haven't seen and I've repeatedly struggled with. I have that, like, improved fishing rod now, so I'm going to go back to the cove and try and catch one of these now that I have the powerful rod. It can cast further and all that good stuff. I think I definitely hooked this thing a few times in the past. Well, I don't know if I've hooked it now either. But, like, I just couldn't reel it in with the rod that I had. Or if I could have reeled it in, I was struggling with it and failing to do so. So I'm hoping I could catch one now, finally. Maybe in my own time down the line, I worry more about... It's funny, you can just keep holding it when the fish fights and it barely turns the rod red. These, like, lesser fishes are so insanely easy to catch now. But as far as, like, maxing out the museum, worrying about maxing out all the different training stats and medals and everything like that, that's something that I might put more time into on my own after the fact for a little bit of, like, achievement hunting. I'm not going to concern myself with it for the sake of this playthrough, but at the bare minimum, seeing what the last fish that I'm missing looks like is something I would like to do. You're casting that far distance, and I think the far distance means you're more likely to snag the rarer fishes, but I feel like I still need the perfect timing on the bob in order for it to really count. There, I got it perfect. So, that doesn't guarantee that I caught the right fish, and it's looking like I probably didn't. But I'm wondering if the perfects make it more likely to be the rare fish, or if distance is all that matters, and great and perfect just has to do more with how difficult it is to reel in the fish. I think that might be more the case. Does anyone need a bunch of blue blurs and lemon fish? Because I got those for days. You can tell right away at this point when it like is zero struggle. You can reel it in like it's nothing. It's for sure going to be a lemon fish. If there's a little bit of struggling, then it's a blue blur. But I've yet to see this. Oh, it struggled a little, but it's not even turning red. Lemon fish is my guess. It was a blue blur after all. He started to turn the rod a little bit red. But I can still tell, like, very easily that it's not going to be the fish I'm missing. The few times I've encountered that previously, like in the last episode or two, it's very obvious when you snag that thing because he just jets away from you. Oh, that was like a pretty aggressive pull. But it only pulled once. Oh, damn it. That probably was it. That probably was. It pulls rarely, but it does aggressive ones that make your rod go like 50% red, like nearly instantly. Oh, it immediately just jetted out of the screen. God damn. Now I got a stupid blue blur again or something. That was nothing, no struggle. Oh, out of nowhere. I caught a silver diver. Looked like a dolphin. That just like, just kind of happened. Did not seem like it was a particularly difficult struggle or anything like that. It was weird. All the troubles it's given me in the past. Well, all of a sudden there I have it. I have the super best fish. Oh, the like double bow there looks really badass. I really like the hero weapon there. I'm kind of excited to see what goes... Oh, poor dodge. Excited to see what the hero armor looks like. Presumably that's like something I'll be finding soon. It doesn't look like there's that many battles to be had in the mountains here. So, like, presumably I'm going to start finding armor relatively soon. Because otherwise I'm only going to have it for, like, one battle. Or that's, like, a whole thing. Is that you specifically get it by, like, finishing the final boss off. Or however we're going to refer to it. Final boss, I feel like that still applies in this particular game. Yeah, because otherwise we're just fighting creatures. So my guess is that I don't... That would be weird, though, to never get to, like, wear the armor in a battle. But it kind of, at the same time, makes sense that the best armor in the game would come from the final boss. There's a weird bit of split thinking that I'm having on this right now that I don't entirely know how to feel about it. I love just saving that up for the end here and then going wild with it. Presumably the final boss, I should use it the second the battle with the final boss starts, actually, because presumably that battle will go like 15 turns, long enough that I could use it twice. Hey, I'm starting to get ruby payouts from these chests finally. Hey, a frozen lagoon, but at this point I've caught everything. So I'm just gonna go here just to look for lost children who might just be hanging out in the cold mountain all by themselves. It's pretty plain background. I feel like if anything was hidden, it would stand out quite prominently. So I don't think there's anything here. I don't feel any need to do any fishing here then. The offended trio. Did I offend them? I've been trying to not offend anyone. I've been very careful. Oh, Ragzool, Captain Hardwind, and the Goblin King. Bunch of old bosses. Here's the thief. We were waiting for ye. Give back me royal ruby. I normally don't side with greenskins, but give back me grandma's pendant. Ragzool don't need treasure. Ragzool just needs sleep. No more shiny tree. What are you calling the shiny tree? Well, I might as well just bust out everything, like, instantaneously. I'm sure it looks like Ragzool is the one who's gonna get the brunt of it. Dang, I wish I could have done a bit more killing during that. Came up a little short. Oh, terrible dodge. Terrible dodge. You gonna finish him off for me? Well done, Turgan. And dodge. Oh, poor timing. Terrible broken, awful timing going on here. Think I might actually take a quick heal before I break a sweat on all this. I kind of want to take out Captain Hardwind right away, because she was the one casting the shielding, and the shielding can be very irritating to deal with, as I'm sure they're fully aware from me doing it all the time. But, like, it negates a lot of damage. I mean, my regular block negates a lot of damage, too. But it kind of slows down the battle just enough. Damn, I cannot get the counter. I can't get the rhythm of the counter for these guys right now. That's a shame. This battle isn't even gonna last 15 turns, it doesn't look like. Oh, I was just a bit late then on that one. I was thinking, oh, come on, a battle where I gotta face off against 3 returning bosses like that. Surely this will be dragged out long enough. But nah, I'm too strong. They've been training though too. Wonder who their main trainer's been. Maybe, not a single time did I get the counter in that battle. Maybe they've been training with whoever the final boss is. Like, Wendy. Wendy was the doll. I don't know if that was also, it's like also the name of this final character. Was it 100 gold for, or 100 rubies, I mean, for this? Ah, dang it. I suppose I can buy this. Melee damage plus 20%. Okay, that's pretty huge, actually. That's a huge jump in damage dealt. Block cooldown, block charge, bow cooldown. Lifesteal is pretty solid. I block quite a bit, actually. Dodging is what I don't do very often, so I would like to keep block up high, bow up high. I'm going to go for the YOLO ring. I can bring that back into the fold when I get that last of those rings. And I might as well invest back into that. Ramp up the damage as much as is humanly possible. Extra opportunist chance while I'm at it. Oh, you got a little more to say down here? Oh, wow! Did you feed that giant meteor? This is nuts! It might be the end of Neverseen. An epic tale. I'm replacing every second consonant with F's. I'm doing it too much. I'm not meaning to. It's just kind of happening. I want to see if you're dealing out emeralds or rubies at this point. Still emeralds, hey? So it's probably not going to be enough to go buy the extra ring. But I'm going to keep a close eye on it, because the second I get 100 rubies, I'm investing in that. While I'm at it, while I'm out here, I should go and buy up the services of a mercenary. It looks like I'm like a couple books away from completing the shelf, assuming you don't use this, because it's not really a shelf, it's just the ground. But 1 or 2 there, and like 1 there maybe, is what I could still possibly get. Oh, it just barely pushed me over. That's sick. Those are probably for the last few, like, pets. I feel like I've collected most of the possible pets. Truth about rings. And if I go back, no more pet books. Hey, I really thought there would be. So the lifesteal is coming back in, and I got a bit more of all this to invest. Extra defense, range, can get the rest. A little bit of agility. I don't know, whatever. Just spread it around. Perfect. And both of you are kind of in the same place right now. Jin, you can come along with me. I'll save Ritz for the end. Oh, he was like awake again for a second and powered down. Hello, Bolzano. Do you think you could, forget it? It's stupid. Let's go. Oh, feel bad. His confidence is quite low right now. Do the double invest so I have the 10% chance to get the poison times 3 there. Nice. Didn't even have to do any training, and a great addition of power there. Loyal pet. Is this the final boss's loyal pet? Oh, okay. Pupsy. We're going all the way back to the second boss? I kind of forget at this point, actually. I like the idea of bringing back all these characters at this point, though. It's kind of a funny little, like, refresher of what we've gone through. A reminder of the struggles the perseverance, what it took to truly become a soul master. Oh, guess you should have stayed back where you came from, Pupsy. Wherever that was. I never bothered to ask or learn. There's no reason for us to socialize or get to know each other or anything like that. Loyal puppet. Puppet's not turning on me, is he? He wouldn't train me. So this is the puppet of the boss, I'm assuming. It's not actually the puppet. Beeboo's cave? I don't remember who the hell Beeboo was. How's it going, dude? Oh, I'm totally gonna get his armor set though, right? You are Bolzano, right? I've heard of you. I've been in your shoes, you know. I've been her toy as well. This is like a former hero who's gone through this then. Were you trained by Puppet? Because I was trained by Puppet, yo. I tried to put an end to her games, but I'm afraid I'm not up to the task. Do you think you stand a chance against her? So he's not fighting me because he's trying to stop me. Maybe he's like testing my grit a little bit. Well, let's see how well that old Puppet taught you. He's aware of Puppet. He knows that that's the thing. Well, do you also know that I have like infinite special skills that I can just kind of chain together and do a bunch of like free moves before this battle even starts? I don't know if you were prepared for that. Makes me think that maybe... Oh, he used it. He used the exact same super special move and took out Jin. But this is going to end before anything else. Are you going to chuck out your full armor set there? It's weird that it comes out of the chest and not like off of him, but same basic idea there. So I will have my armor set for like the end of all this. I guess it's back to the tavern for me. I just meant to ask. Could you tell Ritz to stop teasing me? She keeps making fun of how I talk. I would tell her myself, but she's, you know, so strong. Maybe I go recruit her and make sure she's with me for the end of all of this, seeing as she's so strong. The hero helmet, I want to see how that looks. Oh, reminds me of like Thor's helmet or something. Looks sweet. I still want the big greatsword. I've been doing the greatsword the whole time. I'm sticking with it. That's a great look. It looks super cool, but I'm gonna take it off. In full Marvel style, the way every character takes off their helmet before they go into their final battle, just so everyone could know that the actors that they're paying millions of dollars to appear in these movies are the people who are actually there on set. Ritz, you ready for this? I know you want to talk, but can't we just beat stuff up like we normally do? Yeah, if that's all you're looking for out of this for today, we don't have to really get into it, you know. Oh, the truth about fingers. I assume I automatically got the benefit. I didn't actually stop and read it. After years of intense studies, here's my final and definitive conclusion. It will probably change the shape of the world, but here we go. We have another hand! I wonder how I managed to live all these years without a fifth ring. An extremely attentive individual. Which is super ridiculous and funny because, like, now there's, like, it's kind of hinting at the idea that he's slowly going to be discovering the fact that that hand has, like, more fingers. The way he was slowly identifying the various fingers, now he has that much more to, like, dig through and think about, you know? I was curious if there would be a lost child up in the clouds. But yeah, that guy's a long ways away from finishing his life's work of determining the number of fingers that we actually have. Have I found every lost child? I lack confidence in that. I'm actually quite a ways off. I'm gonna do another quick scan of a few different areas, I think. Oh, there's someone down in the aquarium there, of course. That one was quite obvious when I actually looked. It's cool scanning through all the different weapon types and everything. Just like a refresher of how far we came. These junky wood things are chucking apples at enemies. A pretty full gallery. Oh, we're in the home stretch here. There's quite a few more enemies to discover, actually, which makes me think I may have recruited Ritz a little too soon. I was looking forward to the idea of having her being like the final companion to go into the end battle with me there, and now she'll, like, go rest up at the tavern when I probably still have a few encounters left to go through. I guess I'll get more mileage out of this hero's armor than I originally thought. Oh, Lost Child in the Pet's Garden here. I'd overlooked that one before. Your eye... Oh, no, I don't want to release him. Your eye really, like, zooms in on it. Once you finally make that realization, that connection that it's there, it's like, oh... It's so easy to see. It's just that it's hard to initially catch, but then once you catch it, it's like, boom, obvious neon sign. Here's another one sticking their head out from behind this glowing tree. I kind of like that the last chapter is still like a mystery. I don't actually really know what it is I'm going up against. Is it going to be like a Nega Balzano? It's going to be some sort of inverse version of myself, or that's kind of already what that hero is that I just went against. He wasn't really the like negative version of myself, but he was kind of like the mimic. He was meant to represent like kind of the other side of me, the failed version of me or whatever, so it would be a little bit repetitive almost to make the final boss that same trope, I guess you would call it. Oh, I swear I'm only missing one lost child. Where are you hiding, man? I gotta... it's gonna kill me if I can't dig this up. I don't know how many times I can individually return to every area, though, and, like, continually just scour the exact same things, top to bottom, over and over, repeatedly. The 100th time I've looked at this screen, you know, odds are low that I'm gonna suddenly see something I didn't see before. So it's hard to know. But it basically confirms that the battle maps are never going to be where they're actually hiding away. Oh my god. That totally is one. Even then, trying to click it, I was like, oh no, I was wrong. That's just something blue. There was one back here that was way more obvious. That one was way harder to properly spot. Damn. That was tough to dig all those out. But I think I got them. I think that's got to be all of them. Does it specifically track it here or anything like that? No. But that looks like a complete lineup. I think that was it. I had looked at that screen so many times and I was like, there looks like there's potential. There's so much more potential for, like, hiding within the fruit, or behind a post, or under a curtain, or off in the distance, or, like, I just thought there might have been one there, and even then, it took me a lot of staring at that screen to finally hone in on it. Loyal Puppet, time to see what the deal is with this particular battle. Sir Pupsit, it is you! Are you just testing me then? Is this kind of what the hero guy was doing as well? Making sure I'm ready for it? He's a high level, got an insane amount of health. You can't go further. I can't let you hurt her. I'm still hers. I don't know what's going on. Oh, are you, like, you know, your Woody and she's Andy in this situation? That's kind of what it feels like, Puppet. Pupsit. You gotta let it go, dude. It's time to move on. I'm awesome and I'm a hero and it's my time to shine and I'm in charge. So I say, back off, dude. Remember when you were all, like, proud of me and super psyched about my accomplishments and everything? Can we just go back and, like, live in that world again and pretend that we don't have to, like, duke this out or anything? That we can just, like, go back to being pals? Aw, unblockable. You sneak. I wasn't prepared. Mega Bash. Oh, he resists being stunned and stuff, though. He's pretty strong. He might die from poison, though. Oh, I'm gonna finish it off. New enemy discovered. It's funny to still categorize it that way, but I trained you harder than I thought. I guess the disciple surpassed the master. Something like that. I don't care anymore. You happy? So exhausted from training you, I can't even stand on my feet anymore. I mean, I should be more exhausted than you. Training someone is less exhausting than being trained, I would think. All those years waiting for a disciple, and all I got is a disrespectful ingrate. I'm just gonna lay down for a minute now. Well, I guess all that space where I thought that all of... Oh, there's a ring to be had here. Where I thought that all of the remaining enemy types would be listed. Might just be one big thing where the final boss is hung or something. On a soul cooldown, -5 turns, bringing it down to 10. Well, that seems like it's probably worth it. What am I going to cut in order to make room for that? Probably either bow cooldown or lifesteal. I'll get rid of the lifesteal, I think. We'll see. Maybe I'll regret it. The primordial. Ooh. Not ooze, just ooh. Just has a cool, epic, final feel to it, you know? Oh, and it's legit the final battle. Soph. And she's like a lost child as well. I helped out all your buddies. Does that count for anything? I found them for you. Oh, it's you. I'm not crying, okay? Stupid Balzano. The game was simple. The hero kills the witch. I get Wendy back. Everybody is happy. But you ruined everything. Did I kill the witch? I thought I just kind of stopped her. I didn't kill all those bosses. They all came back. Instead of kicking her butt, you talk with her. This is not how it's supposed to end, so I don't think I killed her. I hate her. I hate you. Well, how resistant are you to the various different types of skills and spells that I have? We're about to find out. See if you can resist poison. If you can, I doubt you can resist critical hits. That's one major skill I got over top of ya. That was a weird floaty attack. Makes sense for like a ghost character, but it was like I could not properly judge when I should actually put up a defense. It's also weird that she shows up behind my sword. I guess that kind of makes sense the way I'm holding the sword, but it makes it a little bit harder because it's harder to see how her windup is like registering. Even with the cooldown of 10 turns until I can use the big final thing again, unless she does some that was a 0 damage negate? That's crazy. Unless she does some big final thing to recharge her health back to full or anything, I'm gonna finish her before that recharges still, which is insane. The final boss, the final chapter, ended up being a little bit light. I like, conceptually, how you're returning to all these old fights and everything like that. But at this stage, I'm so beefed up and strong that wasn't that big of a challenge. I guess maybe I fared better with the ending with the double criticals. Oh, 2 stages. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I needed. That's what I was waiting for. That's the satisfaction now that I was looking for. Because if that was the end as it was, that was terribly done by me. Poor Turgan. Then yeah, I would have been crazy let down. Now we're getting to the full epicness of it, and now I'm a little concerned that there might actually be a stage after this even. That this is like 2 of 3 or something. Oh, nice. I got a 2 times out of there. I think he did the entire combo twice. But I am stoked to have Ritz out here with me. That was a very awesome... I should have saved that for when the shield was down, probably. Very awesome change. Flipping the script on me a little bit like that, where I'm, undodgeable. Where I'm like, wow, this really, like, fizzled out, didn't it? And then all of a sudden it's like, just kidding! It's intense, it's insane! I like it. And I'm still sitting. Do you know what? Drink your potions. Use a bunch of potions, why not? Chug that stuff down, get whatever the speed and bonus benefits are from that. I hardly even remember because I haven't been using them at all. But I feel like it's probably not a bad idea. 1,000 health. There's down to so little health at the end there. Why? Why does everybody hate me? I'm always playing alone. I thought Elaine was my friend, but she kept bossing me around. I have so many children for you to play with now. I found them all. It's fine. You can go hang out with them. Like she was my mom or something. Blah, blah, immense power. Blah, blah, responsibility. Blah, blah, studying. 0. Lame. Pah. I just wanted to PLAY. So, she took my Wendy doll to punish me and went hiding like a baby in her stupid tower with her stupid friends. But then you came. Is that all she did? Was she casting that spell to lock you awake? She took away a doll and you went apeshit? You gotta learn your lesson, though. If I ground you and you throw a fit, I can't just undo your grounding. It was so cool the way you arrived. So, I may have kind of, sort of, used Hops to talk with you. Good, Hops is still a real person. He's not permanently a puppet, or like, some magical sorcery husk. Oh, don't worry, it doesn't hurt. I do that all the time. It's just a little potion I do for him when I need him. And then it was so much fun! Remember when I stole the goblin stone? Their stupid king was so mad. And when my adorable Pupsy ran away in the mines, everybody thought he was a demon and was running after him. That was crazy! Did you see my beautiful nightlight tree? Oh, I know those stupid orcs didn't like it, but I did. Oh yeah, that's what Ragzul was talking about, of course, the big glowing tree. And when we played with the pirates, oops, they weren't super happy when I made their ships poof. But I wanted them to come here and play with us. I just wanted to have fun. I just wanted my Wendy back. I thought we were friends, Balzano. Oh, but I know what you're gonna say. You were not very nice to those people, blah, blah, blah. I know, okay? I'm sorry, I won't do it again. I just wanted to be your friend. Are we friends, Balzano? Not gonna respond. Just leave that out there. Open to her interpretation. It's funny to still get a bunch of treasure like it doesn't really matter at this stage. Oh yeah, baby, that was rough. Fighting is so easy. You just gotta lift that sword, you know? You just gotta make sure you come back in one piece. It's not like looking after someone. It's not like being counted on. I left her at the corner of this street. 1 second. She was gone. Just like that. Are you Soph's mom? Never saw my little sis again. Or sister. My Lucy. Okay. Okay, I'm glad we got that explained. Wow. Heavy topic to broach right at the end of all of this, though. That's a little bit nuts. Hops wanted to see you in the tavern. Apparently it's more important than training. Is there any other, like, wrap-up of anything that I could be doing? I could claim my last everythings just for fun. Just to end with all sorts of goodies. Oh, yeah. I want to cruise through to the end, because there was that bottom right spot for Pupsit. And then, there's just kind of like an open thing at the end here. The primordial lost child of immense power. She has made the Neverseen her playground, toying with things and people to escape her eternal boredom. It's kind of like a silly motivation. I like it. Hops, how you feeling, dude, now that you're back in this? Greetings and welcome to my establishment. I'm Hops, pleased to meet you. That's really funny. Oh, I'm sorry, do I know you? Feels like Memento. I've not quite been myself these last weeks. My memories are quite distorted. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much nonsense again. I hope you had a nice stay? Balzano? That's it, he's just trying to be hospitable still when it all comes down to it. And there it is. Fully completed Swords and Souls Neverseen. Developed, which I should let them know, typo there, by Soul Game Studios, Severin and Adrian. If you guys want to know more about them, their history, how they came to develop this and everything, I'll have a link in the end cards, that's where I'll put it, to a flashlight episode, is what it's called. It's like 10 minutes, talks about the history of the studio. There is an interview with Severin in there, where we totally go through, like, the conception of the studio, how him and his cousin started working together, and now how they have, like, a very strong selling game going on here, and, like, what the future of the studio looks like and everything. I think it's very cool. It's a cool thing to read through. I think you guys will enjoy it a lot. So, if you've been putting it off until the series ends to watch it, because I brought it up a couple times, now would be the time. Thank you for playing my game. The end. Is that kind of supposed to be Soph saying it? Because she kept saying, I just want to play. It's a game. Like, that's how she views it and treats it. So, like, here, she's acting like all of Neverseen is her game. Hey, my ship is back. Oh, you're here. I knew we were still friends. I enchanted this ship so we could play together. Forever! And without hurting anyone this time. I'll even give you beautiful seashells I found. Seashells? The ship of imagination. Oh shit, there's an endless game. Stage 1 endless game. I don't have either shell yet. I guess I'm just gonna rip out there real quick and kind of see what goes on down here. I don't intend to, like, invest a ton of time into it, but hey, I guess it would be, like, fun to just kind of check out what some... Oh, unblockable. That was a big, insane end move that I kept using against everyone. It would be fun to just kind of, like, come down here and see what's going on. I don't know if they're randomized battles or if it's planned out. It must be randomized if it's endless. You know, they couldn't rightly code in or plan out endless combinations of enemies. But I'm wondering what happens after each, like, wave that you complete, you know? It's fun, you start getting the mixing and matching of, like, random pairings that you would normally never see up top. But now I'm curious, if I defeat this, it's just gonna start another round, right? Or does it give me a second to, like, stop, collect myself a little bit, and like, heal up, maybe things like that? Whatever, I'll use a super mega special thing on this. Oh, crap, I was scratching my nose. I gotta stop doing that. I always miss out on things when I reach up to get a quick scratch in like that. At least I'm scratching my nose and not somewhere else that would possibly be further distractions. Huh. So I get a bunch of cash. And... Oh. Curious, isn't it? Well, now I wonder. I might purposely lose or leave. I'll just, like, leave and come back so it doesn't... It keeps me at stage 2, and the enemies are the same. That's mostly what I was just checking. It's funny to have, like, little Ragzool down here, as if he wasn't a major character and boss at one point. It's funny, it puts things that, like, Ragzool and Pupsy as, like, minor characters, and it makes one specific thing becomes, like, the boss and gets all the extra health and stats and everything like that. And so I end up with something like the Scarlet Brute as the actual, like, boss of this encounter, fighting alongside the silly puppy creature thing. You suddenly have, like, what used to be a boss filling the role of, like, a supporting character or creature. Are we going a step above? I thought there was a step above Ruby all of a sudden. I guess it could all still be randomly assigned. It's just that once you actually, like, get into it and start a fight, like, it's kind of like a seed in, like, in run-based games where it's like, oh, for me now, this is what this stage of the endless is going to look like, even if I fail and return to it over and over, so I can't... I like, specifically have to learn to do well in this one. I can't just kind of cheat the system a little bit and, like, purposely lose and come back to it to something that I feel will be an easier combination of enemies. This is what mine is going to be. I'm kind of, like, skipping around this. It's, you know, battles are battles. We've seen a lot of them at this point in the game. And now it's not really, like, story or anything. It's kind of an interesting test of might, and it might be an excuse to, like, go and do a little bit more training and everything like that. So I like that there's a little bit of post-game content in that sense. But I don't feel the particular need to really, like, dedicate a lot of time to highlighting it or anything, since it's all going to be stuff that we're, like, quite familiar with at this stage. We got a Ritz's goon involved, which is funny that, like, she still has goons, presumably, even though, like, she specifically clearly isn't out here being a bad character anymore. She's, like, moved on from that life or whatever, yet there's still people loyal to her out here. Hey, she's pretty badass. Of course she would inspire a lot of loyalty. I had the poison managed to get that character. But it's just funny that the Stumpy ended up being the crowned character of this particular battle here. Not that it means that they're gonna hold up much better than anything else I've come up against in recent memory. It's just silly that it's a stump. I might cross over to 1,000 rubies here. There's nothing beyond rubies. Rubies is the top. That was a little bit of confirmation I was waiting for. Presumably here, there'll be something that'll earn me the shell, and we'll find out what that's all about. My experience gain is higher. It's 7.2 now, whereas by completing the house, it maxed out at 7. So I'm improving my ability to keep improving. And obviously these are getting more difficult as you go along. They become longer battles. Although the enemies are pretty regular, and I can do insane amounts of damage like that at this point, and now and again, for whatever reason, what you get paired off against is literally just one thing like that, and that's very, very easy to fight your way through. It's fun trying to practice getting better at my counters and everything, though, because it's my absolute favorite thing. Getting criticals and dealing massive counters are my absolute favorite parts of these battles, because nothing will make you feel more badass than those big moments like that. Get out of my way, swashbuckler. I'm busy trying to feel cool. Just try and get a counter, finish that off. Yeah, see, I get to feel super dope, and then I can bust out my crazy awesome final spell, queue up everything else while I'm at it, and I get to feel like I'm the greatest there ever was. And that's a feeling that'll never go away. You may think you're all that, but while you're sitting there being dizzy, I'm out there taking names, kicking ass, doing all that kind of usual hero stuff. 'Cause I'm the man. I legit don't think there's anything else to spend money on, so it's kind of funny how much money I'm earning at this point. Hey, extra XP gain. And then you would go and earn the other shell. I don't feel compelled to do that right now, honestly. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to initiate it. Because I don't know if that keeps going after that or what happens. What's your deal, Pupsit? We'll quickly talk with you, I guess. No need to make that face. It's not a big deal, okay? I did what I had to do. You did too. And don't you think I was at my maximum. I just tried my best not to hurt you. Well, I'll keep it to myself then. I won't share my thoughts. Mum's the word. So I can keep hiring these guys to level them up more in like the endless mode and get more of their story along the way. There's a bunch more of the museum I can work on finishing off. But like I don't have places to spend money anymore. So earning insane amounts of money doesn't really get me anywhere. 100% of the map. The museum's pretty damn far along. Mercenaries have a way to go. Pets. How am I so far away from getting the pets? Game overall, 86. That's pretty good. They're like not selling books anymore. So what more can I do? I could level you guys up a bunch, I guess. What would it do for you if I just jammed some of you? Do you know what? Turgan's been my guy. He's not hungry right now. If I just jam all of you full of these, like, rare candy equivalents, like, does that make that technically further along? I just want to see in the museum, according to the museum's records, if that means... No, there's a bunch more pets out there to be, like, discovered and earned and things like that. And so I have no idea how I would go about that. I guess that's some long-term stuff that I could worry about. I don't want to end with any extra stats hanging over my head or anything like that. I guess I'm ending with the mushroom. He was my secret favorite all along. There you have it, guys. There, you guys can go check it out for yourself. I'm going to have links to everything down below. A very fun game. It seems like it would have fun potential to do a second time, because you could mess around with doing different sort of like weapon types and things like that, focusing on different skills, maybe trying to become like a sorcery only character. You could try and like top yourself and everyone else, because there's like a speed running community for this game and everything. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I'm very glad to have the completed series here on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.